And we are here with Coach Chris Pills of the Pocahontas Redskins. And Coach Pills, still football season there, but it's also starting to be basketball season. How's your team looking so far? No, knowing you got a few players that are still out in the football field, at least this week.
Well, we had a big win in football last week. We were fifth in our district, playing a woman from another district. Went almost to the Texas line, Arkansas-Texas line. Got an upset, 132-13. But, I'm all for guys playing multiple sports, but I really like those guys who choose to play a different sport. They get out there and win games. So I think when you win, it carries over to the next season, next sport you play. And, we're excited for our guys. Hopefully they can win this week. But, currently we have 10 guys in the gym. Probably 4 or 5 of those guys will be in the rotation, and we'll have 8 guys come in for football. 4 or 5 of them will be in the senior A rotation. The rest of the guys will be senior B players. But we're excited to start playing. We'll play our first game during Thanksgiving weekend.
All right, and then the some other things coming up this year, going into the first few weeks of the season. There, any big matchups coming up during that time, or is that kind of preparing to get ready for maybe the Christmas holiday tournament, and then January when things really kick up?
Well, we'll start with Current River Challenge over at Van Buren in a couple games. We have the William Baptist University tournament, which is a big tournament in our area. Then we'll have our own little classic that Waynesville's coming down to play in Springs, Rivercrest, and Pocahontas being a little classic. And then we'll go to the Mammoth Spring tournament. We're seated 3rd in the Williams Baptist tournament. And today we're seated 1 in the Mammoth tournament. So those will be things we do before Christmas. We also have a single game against Thayer, Missouri, who's has a good basketball team. So we'll get them on the 22nd, and then play a few games over Christmas, and then we come back and get into our conference play, and we'll have home and away against everybody in the conference. So we'll have 10 conference games. In between there, we got Forest City, who's one of our top teams in 4A in the state. We've got Osceola coming in last game of the regular season, who was 3A state champions, and they'll be right back in the running for that again. But yeah, we're looking forward to play. The thing that we start with, many of the teams will play in our first couple tournaments. They're on game 12. One team today was on game 15 already, so we're on game 12, 13, and we just start playing. That makes it a lot tougher. But that's how it is. But smaller schools here with no football play 36 regular season games. Schools with football will play 30. So we're still waiting to get those guys. And so early season matchups for us are, we're going to see some teams that are in mid-season form, and we're just getting going. So that can make for some interesting matchups.
All right, and then you've coached in Missouri and now in Arkansas there. Kind of one of the differences maybe is the conference and the districts that many people don't realize down there. Can you explain that maybe in simple terms of kind of the differences of how the districts are decided and how the conferences are greatly affect your playoffs?
Yeah, in Missouri, you get situated in a 6-team, 8-team turn, a bracket that the coaches in football, Missouri schools have a point system, but in basketball, to my knowledge, they have not went to the point system. You just have a seed meeting, and how the coaches votes, how you end up with a 1 seed or 8 seed or whatever seed you get. Sometimes that becomes a real hard thing to seed teams, and certain teams jockeying to play certain teams and not play other teams. But in the state of Arkansas, we'll just use our division, and we're in the 4A division, and there are 8 regions. Some have 6, some have 7, but you'll play a round robin conference season, so you'll play everybody home and away, and then your record, if you're 10-0, you're the 1 seed. If you're 0-10, you're probably going to be the 6th seed. But however you finish, it's a true seed, and everybody's on equal footing with playing at home, playing on the road, and our playoff system is a little different. The 1 and 2 will get a bye, and 4 plays 5, 3 plays 6. So if you win one game in your district tournament, you will advance to your region, and then how you finish in your district 1, 2, 3, or 4, you match up with another region, and team in our region's our conference 1, they'll play a 4, and 2 plays a 3, and you could lose as many as 4 times and still end up in the state tournament. So that way they kind of they get the best teams in the state to the state tournament. In Missouri, sometimes you'll have a district that has 3 teams ranked in the top 10, and somebody's going home and you don't get to advance out. But here, if you were to catch a district tournament where you have several of the top teams in the state, there's going to be as many as 4 teams advance out of your district to the region tournament. So I think you probably get a truer state tournament when those guys all can get out, play different teams in the state, and if they prove out to be the best 2 or 4 teams in the state, then they'll have a chance to end up matching up later in the state tournament also.
All right, and then we will see you, for sure down at the shootout there, and then depending on when the Current River shootout is, last year we made the trip down that way. But
our guys sure like it when you come down and get them on television. They're really excited. Your broadcast is top notch. Our players and parents really enjoyed our games last year, so it was a real nice addition to our basketball season. It's made a kind of enhance, it enhances your players' experience when parents can watch them, our community can watch them on tape, so we appreciate you doing that, Alan.
Not a problem there. We will see you, well, actually December 12th, I believe, is...
Yeah, Waynesville will play Mammoth Springs, 5:30 that day. Pocahontas go against Rivercrest at 7, and then Waynesville will play Rivercrest Saturday afternoon. We will play Zenith Hornersville, Missouri, who's got a very good team. So should be pretty competitive. 2 games each day. It'd be nice to see some of our guys, former players in Waynesville, get a chance to visit Coach Caruso, Coach Pancic. I don't know if Coach Ace will make the trip, but if the AD makes the trip, it'd be good to see all those guys.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate it. We will talk to you a little bit later on, probably around shootout time there.
All right, thanks, Alan.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Dip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star and this life gon' live.